Ladies and gentlemen, how are y'all doing today? It's a big moment for Epic Sim fans, right? We're almost at the 7th anniversary event. This will be the first hype character that's out. We got Argent Waves HWAYOUNG. And yo, let me just say, if you haven't opened up your game, maintenance done. Open up the game right now. Go check out the main screen. It's like the most beautiful art you've ever seen of HWAYOUNG, okay? Now that that's out the way, let's check out what we've got for HWAYOUNG. First of all, this artifact, hate it, okay? Why did I hate it? You need to max it to be 100%, otherwise it's up to chance. But if you land it, I think the damage is going to be really good, right? You just ignore damage sharing, especially in this night meta. And yeah, let's check out the stats as well. I got crit, destruction set, torrent set, in order to maximize the damage output of S3, which is an AoE attack. Now, you'll notice I have no speed here. The reason being, we want to utilize this S2. If we have Vigor and we activate this S2, which the criteria of it is just an ally needs to do a non-attack skill, so we can instantly activate Vigor on her, plus Advenusura, using the Swallow Kick, gets an extra turn if we have Vigor. So speed doesn't matter. As long as we can trigger this, we get the turn, and we want high damage, so Swallow Kick does a lot of damage, gets an extra turn. Soulbird with Argent Flash kills everything. That's the idea. And if it works out, it will be insane. To pair with her, the only one that can consistently give everyone Vigor buff on the team would be Lilius. Add on this artifact, which I already told you is going to be insanely useful. And yeah, this thing gives you 10 souls, right? So that's the 10 souls, just enough for HWAYOUNG to be able to Soulbird S3. This should be insanely strong if HWAYOUNG's damage is good. If it's duty, then yeah, it's an easier skip of my life, right? I mean, I wouldn't say skip because it's limited, but it'll all depend on her damage. If her damage is good and it kills the knights, then we are golden. We're doing very well right now. But yeah, let's just see who we want to go against. Now, the most annoying characters is going to be like Harsetti and whatever. Let's not fight those first. Those are like the final boss type characters, right? Let's fight something easier. We're going to try and fight this. We'll try and race the enemy Luna. Because I would say with a HWAYOUNG in this setup, we're gonna maybe try another setup later. But in this setup, HWAYOUNG needs to be fast. She doesn't really protect herself. Her kit doesn't suggest that she protects herself. So we want her to be fast, and we want to like basically one-shot everything. Not the easiest thing in the world to do, I'll be honest. But let's see, what can I do here? I'm gonna go for Spirit Eye, and we will go for an imprint, I reckon. I will go all in here and just let HWAYOUNG do her thing, okay? If HWAYOUNG's good enough, we should be able to get Vigor buff from Lilius. Swallow Kick might just kill one, and then S3 Soulbird kills the whole team, okay? If it works out, it should be one of the craziest scenes we've ever seen in a bit. Just damage output maximized, right? Usually we see damage mitigation maximized these days, but here we go. Swallow Kick, how much are we doing? Hey, yo, hold on. I think we found a tag, didn't we? I think we found a 10. Where's my extra turn? Oh, the way the extra turn works. If you have a Lilius, you get an extra turn with Lilius first, and then the turn starts with Hua. So now I can choose S2 or S1, right? S1 is a dual attack. It's good. So I think I might actually go for the S1. Yeah, why not, right? Because no point in me controlling anyone. I'll go S1 if we can dual attack with the backline. That'd be good. I just realized as well, the S3. Is it the S3? Wait, what? Oh, yeah, the S3. It increases the CR of the ally in the back row by 50. I don't know if it works on myself. Alright, does it say? Ally in the back row. It doesn't say it's not herself, so I'm hoping it's myself. Suddenly I'll be at halfway through if they survive to see that way, right? But anyways, you know what? Focus up. We have the Soulbird from the Crow artifact on Lilius. That's like game plan. We have the turn by using Vigor buff, right? So here comes the Soulbird S3 increased damage dealt. I have torrent set. It's an AoE. Insanely adorable animation and damage. 25k on the Luna. That, ladies and gentlemen, is what I'm cooking. And guess what? The 50% on the back row, it works on herself right here. She did just get 50%. But I would say in an aggressive setup like this one, you want to give the 50% to say, you know, ML Celine here, or maybe it's gonna be a Ludwig, whoever it was. Doesn't even matter. We're gonna win this, no problem. So that is the first idea I have of how this works, right? Now, given we couldn't kill the liar, let's not forget Element exists. She's not an ML character, so missing on broccoli characters, someone like Mortelix, is still gonna be very bad for someone like HWAYOUNG. So far, that's what I'm thinking. If you want to use her as just a pure damage dealer, you can. But you need to have Vigor buff. That's the one thing that's annoying, right? If you don't, we're gonna try not having it, right? And we're gonna try fighting the Night Gang. In the showcase, the preview, They fought Knight gangs. They fought like a bunch of Knights. So this one's a bunch of Knight. No Heart City, no Mortalix, which is truly the problem. But yeah, let's try not having Vigor buff, okay? We've seen how she performs with Vigor buff. Maybe, I think we'll lose without Vigor buff, but let's just try it out. And then we'll try Vigor buff again, see if we kill any of these. I doubt I could though, right? It's freaking FCC plus the tank. There's no way I'm killing anything, but let's just figure this out. What else synergizes well with HWAYOUNG? That's the question I would like to ask, right? I suppose I'll still run Renak with Dragon King Sheriff. Who do I want the 50% CR though? I mean, giving it to herself is not bad. Who shall I give it to, right? I guess... Nope, not you. I guess we'll give it to herself for now. Or maybe Bystander. Ooh, what about Bystander, right? Questionable. You know what? I'll just try this for now. It will most likely not work. And you know what? In fact, I'm gonna try it on... No. Yeah, it has to be this. We need non-attack skill. We're gonna get that from Peyra. We have a tap up from HWAYOUNG herself. We have no Vigor buff though. We only get Vigor buff after HWAYOUNG S3s. But her S3 doesn't really do a lot. Unless... Wait. Her S3 should just do a lot anyway, right? But yeah, in the end, the main contributor to her damage will be whether or not you activate the light cone. I keep saying light cone. Okay, sure. I mean, artifact. If you can trigger the ignore damage share on FCC, then the damage she'll take will be a lot higher, right? So here comes Cascade as well. They have FCC, so it's going to do not that much damage. We're going to S3. We're going to push them back. And we're going to activate my non-attack skill soon, right? Also, I want to, like, make sure this is true. Oh, I have Death Break too. They're so dead. Right now, HWAYOUNG's 50%. So, I think getting the extra turn basically turns it to 100%, right? And then you have to go from 0. And then because you push yourself, you get back to 50. Imagine if it's like IS3. The 50 adds to 100, you get another turn. I'm not exactly sure that's how it works though, but let's just go for this. This is the non-attack skill. We also get another turn with Lone Wolf Peyra first, and then we get it on HWAYOUNG, right? That's what I would say, but we don't have Vigor. I just realized 28,000. And I think I did activate the artifact there, right? Now, it looks good. But then I got attack buff. They got defense break. So is it really that good though? I mean, it's not bad. For sure, it's not bad. But yeah, no Vigor buff. I have Swift Attack though. Ooh, that could be a good... Alright. We have to test this, right? Swift Attack plus the 50% push on HWAYOUNG. How does that work? I should just get a turn. I'm pretty sure. Alright, here comes the counter. That strips my Swift Attack, right? Yep. Awesome, Billion. Awesome. Whoo! Does anyone have any slurs that won't get me banned off YouTube? I would like to use it on this stupid villain right now. But yep, no Swift Attack. I cannot test it, but likely so that if I had Swift Attack, I get 50% push into... We're killing everything there. But given a tap of defense break, of course I'm killing shit. And yeah, I couldn't even see if my CR is there, so awesome, right? There you go. That's what happens when you don't run Vigor buff with a character like HWAYOUNG. If they didn't have the death break, we are not killing. Obviously, that was pretty obvious. We did like 20-something K on the Aruga. That was not killing without it. So yeah, is it really that good? I wouldn't say, right? Because there's definitely ways to do it. Where you can tank her. So let's try. You know, first of all, I get Renak plus this. Come on, if that happens, you might as well just get a free win, right? We haven't fought any Harcetis yet, and there is one right here. Should we fight it? I feel like we want one more good game, because I feel like the moment we touch Harceti, nothing's gonna work anymore. On God. Let's try not fighting Harceti, but we'll try fighting something hard, though, which is Elemental Disadvantage. We need to fight Broccoli units. She is an ice unit. So, yeah, with Broccoli units like Mortalix being pretty much just everywhere in every go war, every defense, it is annoying. And I wonder how good she deals with that. I don't think it's gonna be that good, honestly. So, should we try Lilius? Yeah, let's try go all in. We'll go Lilius. And let's just check out this as well, right? Double check on this. Who do you target again? It targets the enemy with the highest defense, right? So this is like low-key a hard, you know, target towards Arunka. But then we aren't fighting Arunkas. They're still Ilinoff though, which is still annoying. If we can kill Ilinoff, that's still good, but there's no shot I'm one-shotting that thing, right? But yeah, let's see. This time we'll put you there. I would love to add another damage dealer. Someone like Janua maybe, but then against Ilinoff is not that good. Or perhaps, let's try something more creative, right? We'll go DDR. And we will still go Genoa. Let's try something like this. We should outspeed here. And I want to push Genoa with HWAYOUNG. That will be my pusher of the team, right? So it shouldn't be too bad in theory. Let's just try though. Let us go with a Vigor. We should attack Ivanov if she has the highest defense. That should be the character with the highest defense. Why? Alright, that is bad. Okay, first of all, this will be interesting though. Everyone has extra turns. What happens now? I think HWAYOUNG's dead, first of all. HWAYOUNG's dead. Awesome, baby. Alright, I gotta go S1 here. And we got the sleep, which is nice. But there's no way we're winning from here, I don't think. Getting the sleep should be really good though. That's the extra turn gone, and now we can sleep everybody, but we are gonna have to deal with the Mortalics. There's no way we're gonna get out of this, right? But there you go. Problem with her, you never really know who you're gonna hit, right? If they're going full knights, are you gonna hit the FCC? Are you gonna hit the Senya out of nowhere? I don't know, man. All right, first of all, let me think. What's the thing that makes the most sense? Can I still pull this off? I'm gonna go S3 on the flan. We're hitting her for sure since she's asleep. So boom, that doesn't even kill. Jesus Christ, I don't have attack buff. Alright, we're losing this one. But yeah. HWAYOUNG, issue kind of number one, right? You don't know who has the highest defense. If there's a Runka, obviously it's probably gonna be a Runka. But when you're not sure though, you don't even know who you're gonna hit. If it's Mortalics and you miss, there's no damage done, right? But at least you still get your Assorbent S3. That's the least that you want to like pull off, in my opinion. But in any case, let's just try and fight the real problem. The Harsetis. The reason why I want to keep her as low, like no speed, is because we're gonna fight Harseti anyway most of the time. And this one has a Runka, which is perfect for her, right? I want to hard counter Runka. This is how I imagine it should go. And the way in the preview that they showed us is if you're against like Harseti or something that's like faster, that's AoE, you go Alina. So they go S3, Alina procs non-attack, you activate HWAYOUNG. But there's no way we're killing that. I'm just really questioning if we're killing that. There's no shot. Also, why the fuck is this guy going Harseti plus speed opener? Don't understand that as well. But, I mean, there's also a BBK. Ew, I don't like this at all. Let's try this. We'll go Celine. And, yeah, let's see what happens here. I feel like it just wouldn't be good. Because Harseti's gonna go. I activate non-attack skill. I don't have Vigor. And when I don't have Vigor, HWAYOUNG doesn't really even take the turn. So does it even matter? I don't think it does. Oh, what the hell do I do, bro? There's nothing. I'm gonna go for it anyway. It's gonna be a loss. Alright, obviously. I'm gonna go for it, though. Whatever. Let's just see what design idea is this character, right? Like, I've seen this being showcased in the preview, so this has to make some sort of sense. Here comes Harseti. It's 19k Harseti. Not the craziest. But they have an Arunka right there. Here comes the activation. I have a non-attack skill activated. That activates Avenosura. That kills, or that hits Arunka. 14k. I mean, it's not bad. 14,000? Wait. Either this is a really horrible Arunka or her damage is really that good. Now I'm confused straight up. But anyways, let's think about this. I'm gonna go... Well, I can only do this, so hopefully we kill this though. And boom. Yeah, the damage is not that bad. So that Arunka wasn't horrible. I think HWAYOUNG just did a lot of damage. Right? I think that's fair to say. So let me think about this as well. What makes more sense? I'm going to take a turn with you anyway. Here's the deal, right? Like if their ML Pera took the turn here instead of me, aren't I just dead? I think I am. So I don't know. Is this fair at all? I have no clue. All right, let me think. I'm going to go ahead and shoot you, I guess. Almost killing you, but all good. We'll do it right here. But yeah, we're winning against Harseti, but I've seen 30k Arunkas before. We are not killing usually, right? That was probably kind of lucky there, but anyways. Well, I might as well try. I got a turn here. We can push 50% CR on the Celine, which is good, and I want to see this damage as well. Soul Burn on a 20k HP Harseti. Not the strongest Harseti I've ever seen, but can I at least one-shot it? Boom, 19,000 with a Soul Burn. Not able to one-shot it. And there you have it, guys. That is the idea. Now I get the Vigor, which I think is a bit, you know, backwards. So I would prefer to have the Vigor on her own accord and then activate the kick and then get an extra turn and then S3. But it's a bit, you know, it's not exactly how I would assume it would happen. Another idea is to make her an opener at 116 base speed. Not the smartest, but you know, you just start S3, instantly get a push, and then now you have vigor. You can go with whoever you push, non-attack skill, kick. There's no way you can do that. You need 320 speed, and with Renak out there, I don't think that's a viable build. But that's her against Harsetti. We'll try and fight again. I'm almost 100% certain I'm gonna lose if I'm unlucky, right? That's the whole deal of Harsetti anyway. And I want to test against more Arunkas, right? Can I really one-shot them like that? Or was that just luck? I think that's mostly just luck for sure. But let's see. The problem with Harsetti is I cannot gain CR. Like, yeah, the 20% push would be great if I could just trigger it after Harsetti does it, but I can't. Because she blocks CR. Isn't it just the fairest freaking character design I've ever seen? Like, holy shit, doesn't get more balanced than that. Alright, in any case, let me think. What can I do against this team? I have no clue. It just feels like it's luck. It's still just luck, right? I guess I'll play my own Arunka. What the hell else can I do? Should I bank on just being luckier again? I mean, let's try this. I don't know. There's a Mortalix here, which is even worse. For HWAYOUNG, we cannot even hit the Mortalix, right? Of course, you know, you have the option to just not use this team, but I'm just testing what works, what doesn't, all that. So let's see here. Maybe we should try something that makes more sense. How about Young Senya instead? Young Senya has non-attack skill 2 on S3, right? So maybe we'll try this. We should try this. I'm a bit more comfortable with this. They will touch me. They'll touch the Young Senya. And we'll throw a bread at them. That's the non-attack skill for HWAYOUNG. We have no vigor buff. No one can put vigor buff on her except herself right now. And even if I go Lilius, I don't necessarily think Lilius would be able to get vigor buff first. Because if I'm lucky, HWAYOUNG gets her turn first. That's just the beauty of fighting Harsetti. Here comes my bread character. So this will go. And bam, that goes in. Solid stuff. Here we go. We go S3 here. That's the non-attack skill for my HWAYOUNG. We'll hit the freaking Arunka here. Attack buff in. How much damage will we do? Bang, 14,000. That's ignoring. Does it penetrate defense? Why did it do like exactly the same amount? Hold on. Let me read again. Oh yeah, it penetrates by 50. But it's not 100 though. Hold on. Let me hide my cam. It's 50% death pen, but not 100. Even if you get vigor, it's not 100. So that's weird that I did 14k exactly twice. But alright, 14k. And against a defense-based character, you're ignoring a lot of the defense. That's worth it, I would say. But in any case, game's not over yet. Let's go for this.
No matter the way,
S2 goes in. We're going to miss on Mortalix, right? Like, eventually. And then Mortalix might just one-shot my team. 15k on the freaking Harsetti there. That's not bad. But yeah, pushing 50% on Celine, that's not bad as well. But you're going to come back as a Mortalix, right? With the freaking revive. So that's not going to be too good. Or you just don't have it. What the fuck? Well, I guess we're winning this one. But yeah, you can see some iffy issues there now. I mean, don't get me wrong. She's pretty good against Arunka. But she's not the best against a lot of the other stuff. Like Mortalix, like freaking even Flan. Fire Flan, if you're missing Fire Flan, you're not going to be able to do much. You're not that good against Harsetti for sure. You're not that good against, say... Who else are there? I guess you're good as a tank buster though, that's for sure. If they're just tanking down fully, that's when HWAYOUNG would be pretty solid and the enemy might shake in their pants in RTA, in my opinion, right? But yeah, that should be all that I really wanted to show. We fought a couple of... Let's fight one more. One last Arunka, alright? So far, every Arunka, before they take a turn, we're one-shotting them. I mean, we're killing them with HWAYOUNG. So that's pretty good in my opinion, but things should change soon, right? Like, for instance, this one, can I still fight this? If I can deal with Harsetti via Senya, then yes, I have a fighting shot. But we'll see. This one's a bit more complicated. There's not any Oris or anything of the sort, so we're not really utilizing HWAYOUNG fully. But we'll see what happens here. Harsetti goes to the 20k Harsetti again. Here comes my bread. Will non-attack skill get a kick on Arunka? We need to kill her. Or if she takes a turn, we're just instant there, right? Is this a good Arunka though? This will heal. And how much damage did I do? 7,000. So this looks like a really good Arunka. That's like 25, 27k Arunka, right? So, given that, now I activate this on a 20 plus KHP Arunka, which is designed to just be bulky, which is what we face a lot. We're doing 16k damage. So, on this build that I have, not a lot of speed, mostly just attack, almost 5k attack, almost do 50 crit damage. That's what you can expect. And I can just HWAYOUNG S3 again now. I mean, not again, but S3 right here. That'll kill, like, a lot of Arunkas, I feel like. If you combine it with someone like Senya, right? So, boom. There we go. 10k on a lot of other characters. Not the worst. Not the worst that could happen, I suppose. Now we just soul burn, and we should have this easy peasy. Boom, we got a 50% push as well on Celine. So that does help the team for sure. And I think we should win this one. Just gotta get the sleep on. And there we go. So 20-something K Arunka. Of course, there's no way I can know how much defense that Arunka had. But I don't think it was that bad, right? Alright, just instantly D-spell. That's awesome, but you're not killing anyone though. So boom, we are Gucci, I think. Do I want to soul burn? Probably not. You should have one more immortality, right? Dude, EBK is so annoying. But yeah, you shouldn't be able to kill me. There we go. Alright, we win this one. And yeah, can we have a final verdict? I feel like I want to fight one more. Let's try fighting something that is perfect for her, right? Against Harsetti, I won't lie, it's also Senya, right? Do I have something that's just a bulky team? Something like this, maybe? Yeah, we can consider something like this. And I'm not gonna use anyone else as like a source of damage to hopefully one-shot the Arunka. I want a 1 versus 1 counter HWAYOUNG against Arunka, right? If it's at all possible, and if I don't just die to Renak. Which I think I will. Okay, let's go for Fallen Cecilia. I will go for a healer in Ruel Light. Alright, let's try this one. It's gonna be a long-ass game, but we'll see what happens. I think HWAYOUNG might just die. Hold on, yeah. I think if you just target HWAYOUNG, I'm dead, no? This decreases my attack as well, right? This is so bad. Alright, we'll see. Renat Ghost. I have a revive on frickin'... Yeah, I'm just instant. Fair and balanced, guys. Just so fair and balanced. Alright, so... You know what? Good info, though. Here's what I want to find out as well. You're going to counter me. Awesome. Death Break. It's a rocket punch. Almost one-shotted me. That's beautiful. Okay, this Arunka is about 20k something HP as well. Not the best I've ever seen. But can I just instantly trigger the thing? This is a non-attack skill. Oh, I instantly trigger it. Ooh, isn't that cool? And this should kill. 12k. Almost. You did manage to get an S3 off. This is the first Arunka that is able to do so. But it proves a few things, right? Number one, you cannot do it alone. I don't think HWAYOUNG's supposed to do it alone against an Arunka. At least in my opinion. Now we're just dead because Ruel just did that. Oh my god. Game, bro. This freaking game, man. Alright, what do I do? S3. I think it's over. I think there's no way we're winning this one at this point. I still have an S3 on Hua. Counter on you. Yeah, you know what? There's a slight hope there still. 25k enough. You get Indomitable. Yeah, I think we're fucked. Oh my god. So annoying, bro. This fucking team is so annoying. I see this in Guild War quite a bit. It's just a Renat plus Arunka. Annoying ass team, bro. We cannot do anything against you right now. I'm gonna have to soul burn HWAYOUNG just to see as damage test, right? She's not even that good against Renak again with the limit, with the freaking element disadvantage, right? I'm gonna soul burn this at 6.5k HP. Holy shit. Alright, here comes. Attack buff. Throwing a whole jet ski at them. Bang. 10k damage, right? I mean, it's not bad. It's not bad for sure. But they have more than enough sustains though. And we're definitely not one-shotting them. That was with Vigor attack buff as well. All obtained through just HWAYOUNG's kit, right? That wasn't really supported by anyone. So here comes Renak again. You're gonna strip and you're gonna probably kill me right there already. So that's awesome. Oh boy. I don't know what to feel about this. You're gonna counter me here, no? You don't? Okay. So what the fuck? We can still win this. It's just gonna take so long that I'd rather not show. Like, I've shown you what she's about, right? Against 2 tanks. Against Il'Anath. I don't think Il'Anath had Aureus. I'm pretty sure she didn't. But even if she did, we are ignoring it, right? With the artifact if we proc it. So, like it or not, we're doing that much on the Arunka anyway. And I do think you want to build her high damage, right? That's my verdict so far. I wanted to try a speed a speed build, a speed DPS build, but now that I think about it, there's no way that's gonna work better. Or maybe I haven't found that out yet. I haven't like clicked in my head. But think about it, right? You have to kill the Arunka or else you're dead. There's nothing to protect HWAYOUNG. At least in like an RTA scenario, think about it. If someone picks Arunka and you activate your whole HWAYOUNG shenanigans, the Arunka doesn't die. Guess what happens? S3 kills the HWAYOUNG because she has 0 protection, right? So we're gonna insta die. Do you want to build bulk on HWAYOUNG? I don't think so, because usually when something's supposed to like tank stuff and survive, they have some sort of sustain. This character only has a vigor to sustain, which is just a defense increase by 30%. I'm not sure if you want to build a bruiser. And maybe you want to just lower her speed even further. Go like base speed, 5.5k attack, 350 crit damage to make sure you kill. That could be a thing, right? Now, do you want her artifact? I think it's still just the best for her. Because there are a lot of people running FCC right now. Like, imagine being able to, like, we fought some FCCs and we did do decent damage with HWAYOUNG with all of her kit, right? So I kind of like this build. But then there's a lot of like ways to deal with it for sure. First of all, if you don't have vigor on HWAYOUNG, it's already going to be pretty tough. If you do though, there's also ways to counter that, right? Obviously, you can go, what's her name? Moon Bunny to counter the ML Lilius. You can go freaking Green Celine to counter the whole thing with a non-attack skill. You can go Fire Politics. So there's a lot of ways to deal with HWAYOUNG for sure. But is she a solid character? I think so, yeah. Do you want to get her? For sure. Limited character, right? So yeah, I don't know. It's a pretty tough one. Let's check out people's review on it, right? She's a bomb, except for the gooning ones. She can belt those defense teams design-wise. They've really been stepping up. Yep, the design's pretty good. They enlarge her boobs so much. Great job, guys. These are really educational. But yeah, not a lot of helpful reviews yet, which is normal. Let's see what people are thinking though. Yep, mostly just hyper damage. Oh, wow, this is a better. I mean, is this really better though? It's crit set, so I don't know. Yeah, a lot of people are running. Oh, you have a speed build one. See, I would think about the speed build, but thinking about it though, with that damage output, you're not killing anything. Or you can kill like stuff, but just not those hyper tanks, right? So I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. I think her damage output is really solid, but you need to go for a pure DPS build. And to give it like a rating, at least for me, now given I'm not a legend type player, I'm more like a casual, I play PvP for fun sometimes type of guy. I end champion fairly easily, and sometimes when I try, I get the Emperor. That's my level of like play, which I think suits a lot of the player plays out there. If you're a hyper legend, maybe HWAYOUNG is gonna have like a really good playstyle. I'm pretty sure that could be the case, right? But for the general public, I think she is going to be usable, but not like, you know, use her every freaking game type of character. Because there's definitely ways to deal with her, right? Unless you have insane gear. Dude, this is a weird one. You know what? I can't even tell you exactly. This is a weird one. I feel like she can be really good once you figure something out with him. But if you don't, she's going to be like, you know, solid character, has some counters, can be used sometimes. And yeah, if anything, she definitely needs really good gear, right? You want to one-shot attacks. And she can if you go pure DPS. And I think it's the best build for her. Not to say you can't go speed, though. If you have good enough speed, I think you can still go 4k, 300, yeah. Something like that. But you know what? Enough stalling. That'll be all. Good luck if you're pulling for HWAYOUNG. A fire character design-wise. And yeah, I'll be posting more. That'll be all for now. Let me know what you think about her in the comment section down below. And take care.